Hello guys, welcome back to another forex analysis. And I'll say for a while now I've not been posting because I'll be trying to work on my do a background work on my strategy. So now I am back. So I'm going to do analysis on both a kind of swing trading and for some intraday trading, because on the chart what I'm seeing mostly is going to be a lot of intraday trading for the week. So as we go into the video, I will show you what I mean by what I'm seeing is most of the intraday trading. So I'll be starting with Euro USD. So this is the weekly time frame right here. So on the weekly time frame, you can see the weekly has closed bullish on Euro USD, which makes the weekly bullish. Then going down to the daily, you can see the daily also closed bullish and also retesting the area of interest for the daily. So on the 4-hour time frame, you see that the 4-hour time frame was bullish, then now switched to bearish, because this was the last high. We body close above, now we body close below this structure here, which made 4 hours bearish, which is here bearish. Then on the 1 hour, last week I was trying to catch a trade here, like trying to sell from this point over here down to the daily area of interest. So as you can see, if you go to the 5 minutes time frame, you will see over here I had the drop, then I had the low here, then we had the high, then as you can see we market structure shift below this low here. So all I was waiting for was a retest of this M5 supply to drop the market, but as you can see price wasn't able to make it up to this point, so but it later dropped down. Then as you can see on the 1 hour time frame, we have a new supply zone, a new resistance on the 1 hour, but as you can see price has already reached the daily support. So on Euro USD I will be very much careful, because if you check on the 1 hour time frame, price can still do this on the 1 hour time frame, like retest this structure point, then to drop more, because we have the 4 hour bearish, the 1 hour bearish, which is making the having 2 time frames in sync going down versus the daily time frame that is bullish. But I'll stick with the daily also, because I want to see what price does at this area of interest. If price is going to like take out these lows, then we can continue to push to the upside. So I'll be careful on this one. So that is for Euro USD. Then I have a card JPY. When you go to the daily time frame, no, let's go to the weekly. When you go to the weekly time frame, you see that the weekly time frame on card JPY is bearish, because as you can see this was the last high and this is the low of the weekly. So the weekly is bearish. So let's go to the daily. Then on the daily is also bearish, because we're making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher high. Then we had a lower low, had a lower high, and we have a lower low. So what we're anticipating for is to have a lower high, to have a new lower low. So that is for the daily. The daily is bearish. When you go to the 4 hours, the price action on the 4 hours is a little bit choppy for me. This is can't actually understand what is going on with these choppy candles, this price action here on the 4 hours. Let me see if I'll have more information on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, still no too much information. So what I will wait for is I will just wait for the new candles to open for the upcoming week and see if we can get a retest of this place. Then we'll continue to sell with the 1 hour time frame when price gets here. So I want to see a rejection from this daily area of interest, then we can continue to scale in on the trade to take the price down. So we have GBP JPY. So GBP JPY on the weekly time frame on GBP JPY is bearish because we have the last high here and we have the low here. So the weekly time frame is bearish. Then we go to the daily time frame. The daily time frame is bearish also because we have higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, lower high, and lower low. So we should be anticipating for a lower high to make a new lower low. So this is why I said this week is going to be filled with a lot of intraday trading, which is also going to be a counter trend trade to buy GJ up before they drop. So in order to do that, let's go to the 4 hour time frame. So on the 4 hour time frame, we can see there were a lot of bearish momentum on the market up to this extent here, but the last 4 hour candle closed in sort of a pin bar, also engulfing the last set candle. So I think this should be an early sign for a reversal in order for us to go and do a retest on the daily time frame. So if you go to the 1 hour time frame, you see a shift, a pattern that is most popular on shifting the market structure. So we had a low, we have a high, we have a low. We're supposed to retest this structure to continue giving lower lows, but price didn't do that. Price disregarded this strong high, closed below, retested it, and as you can see, we are having a bullish reaction out of this place. So if I go to the 5 minutes for the entry, that's the entry time frame, you can see very well that the 5 minutes time frame, this could actually be a trade by Monday. We have a low, we have a high, a low, then we created a demand zone here, created a sort of demand zone here before the breakout. So now if I am to label these charts for next week, here we have our shift, market structure shift here, then here we have our demand zone here, which is going to be for the entry. This trade is ready, so this is going to be the entry. Then we place our buy limit order here, place our buy limit order over here, then stop loss below here. That should be, let's say stop loss is 14 pips. We can target the last point of the market, then we wait for the retest to take the price to the upside, as this is a valid setup for next week. I'm going to be taking this trade first things first by next week. So that is for GJ. Then I have USD CHF. So USD CHF on the weekly is bearish, but as you can see, the weekly time frame has been inside this whole range. So we trade from this range to this range, then we trade from here to here, from here to here. Now currently we are trading again from here, maybe down to this support on the weekly. Then the daily time frame is absolutely bearish, as you can see, because we have the last low, price breaking and closing aggressively below there. So what we'll be expecting again is another counter trend trade for price to come and mitigate the daily supply, the daily resistance, in order to push further down. So in order to capitalize off this trade, we'll have to wait. As you can see, the 4 hour time frame looks like it has changed the structure. This was the high, the low, the high, the low, then we closed bullish. In order to get more information out of this price action here, we'll go to the 1 hour time frame. Then as you can see on the 1 hour time frame, we have something that looks like the head and shoulder pattern, which is the reversal pattern. and price just broke through the neckline. So what we'll be expecting, what we'll be expecting is sort of a retest to continue buying. So the retest is going to be on the 5 minutes. So we'll wait for 5 minutes to like dance down, come back into the zone, give market structure shift, then we take the trade to the other side. Still exactly the same thing that I just showed you on GJ is what we'll be expecting on USD CHF. So have 2 trades are lining up, which is going to be the first one is GJ and the second one is USD CHF. So on USD card is a little bit dirty for me. I think I'll leave these for midweek. I'll do analysis again on USD card because the price action I have here is not something I can explain at the moment. So let's go to AUD USD. On AUD USD, yes, you can see the weekly closed bearishly. The weekly is bearish because this was the last low. So you can see price closed below that. Then going to the daily time frame, so you can see this was the last daily high and this was the last daily low, and price broke through it. So the daily too is bearish. Going to the 4 hours, let me see. The 4 hours is still bearish, but as you can see, we need a pullback, a decent pullback to this zone before we can continue to sell. So that will also result into counter trend trading, and we're going to use our intraday trading strategy to catch the move. If price is actually willing to pull back, we'll catch the move on the intraday trading. So if you go to the 1 hour time frame, I can't see any structure form yet. So we'll wait for the price to open to see if there is going to be more market structure that will be formed in order for us to have a trading plan to trade AUD USD. So for now, I will keep USD CAD and AUD USD inside the not ready platform. So that will be closed. So GJ is going to be the first trade of the week for me next week. So I'll be waiting for retest over here to take the price up. Then I also have USD CHF, which is going to be a retest here. Wait for 5 minutes confirmation to take the price up. So that is what I have for this week for you guys. So make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and see you next time. Peace.